What's up, everybody? Tyson Roush, Let's Talk Jets Radio. Following a 33 ass-kicking, Jets lost 33-0 to the New England Patriots on Monday Night Football. Another legendary, embarrassing performance. And as you can tell, I'm not deleting anything. As most of you know by now, I predicted a Jets victory. I thought this would be a very competitive game. I thought the Jets would be prepared. I thought they'd take advantage of matchups. I thought they would clean up a lot of mistakes. I thought the return to C.J. Mosley would do a lot. I thought Sam Darnold would build off his performance. And I was completely wrong. I could not have been any more wrong. I drank some of the Kool-Aid. I kind of bought into Adam Gase and his play calling. I drank way too much Kool-Aid. I probably drank too much whiskey, too, because that was just fucking embarrassing. And let's just call it what it is. And this is the kind of performance that, we would rip Todd Bowles for. These are kind of performances that we would just be like, this coaching staff has got to be fired. This team came out in the first quarter, looked completely unprepared. They had no idea what was going on with the blitz packages. The Patriots marched right down the field, but it was like a 9-minute drive, 16 plays, where the hell it is. And they just made a statement drive, and then Sam throws that awful pick, and the game was over. I mean, you knew within 10 minutes of this game was over. The Jets had no chance. And this is uncoached. I mean, it's such a coaching. They just weren't prepared. They looked lost. They look dazed and confused. So you just start with the on defense. The Patriots, they don't have any receivers left. I mean, they're banged up. You knew it was going to be Edelman and it's going to be the running backs. You knew what they were going to do. The quick passing plays, all this. And they just march right down the field. Tremaine Johnson still sucks. I have no idea what it takes to get him to be benched. What is it? What we talked about, culture and accountability. Tremaine Johnson blows. He blew last week. He blew against the Eagles. He blew this week. And you keep trotting him out there. Is it the contract? Don't tell me about culture and accountability when you keep trotting guys out there that absolutely suck. So the Patriots marched right down the field. The defense had no answers. So this big statement game, this game, if you won it, turned your season completely around. Your big statement game, you get absolutely bashed right down the fucking field. Boom. There you go. 7-0. Wonderful. Then the offense comes out, and you're like, all right, offensive line, Beecham was out. There's some injuries, but you got to figure this team at some point during the week, they practice. And they have a offensive line coach. They have a head coach. They have a coordinator. All these geniuses, all these guys that we were taught to brought, these offensive guys, are going to be here. They're going to teach these guys and help them just get signals together and identify a blitz and know how to slide protection, how to adjust. And do they do that? Of course not. Sam gets the living shit beat out of him, and he's running for his life, and he's seen ghosts. And I give Sam credit for saying it because he wasn't lying. He was running for his life, and he was getting happy feet because these guys are running in free. And the play caller, Adam Gase, wasn't even helping him. They were just watching it happen. So now you have Sam throwing off his back foot. Mechanics look horrendous. His footwork looks terrible. The reason why you hired Adam Gase was to help develop and mold Sam Darnold. His number one responsibility this year is to make Sam Darnold better, to improve this offense, to get everything working better. This is the same shit we saw under Todd Bowles, and worse because they have more talent. You're starting every series, running play Le'Veon Bell. And then we're featuring Demaryius Thomas. All of a sudden, Demaryius Thomas isn't Demaryius Thomas from 10 years ago. This is a very old, declining, pedestrian Demaryius Thomas. That's your go-to guy. What about quick slants? What about lining Le'Veon Bell up as a receiver, coming across the middle? Le'Veon Bell, Montgomery, rolling Sam Darnold out of the pocket. You could not ask for a worse performance offensively. And I want to know what the fuck the offensive line coach is doing. Because this is all your excuses are gone. The Luke Falk excuse is gone. So now, yes, you give all the credit in the world to the New England Patriots. And I know all you guys are watching my videos and yeah, I told you so. Congratulations, Patriot fans. 7-0, best defense in football. Good for you. Now, back to the Jets offensive line coach. What have they been doing in practice? The Luke Falk thing, our line can't block because the quarterback wasn't helping him. Sam is back. Is he not helping him? This was a historically bad performance. This was like Geno Smith, Mark Sanchez shit we watched. I go back to Brooks Bollinger and Quincy Carter. I've seen shitty football for years from quarterbacks. And guess what? This is a lot of it. This is our franchise quarterback who looked dazed, confused, and lost. He didn't know where he was coming or going. And Adam Gase leaves him out there. Like at some point in the third quarter, you're like, you know what? Tonight's not your night, kid. We're going to take you out. We regroup. We come back next week against a very good Jaguars defense. No, Adam Gase keeps him out there to make it even worse. It was nothing good coming out of that. So offensively, a complete mess. Play calling, coaching, offensive line, complete disaster. Could not have asked for anything worse. This is the kind of shit that should get you fired. It won't. But this, because how many times has it already happened this year already? But the injury excuse was clever and convenient then. Now it's not. So now all Adam Gase can say is, oh, we got to look back at practice, all this other stuff. The same thing Rich Kotite said. Go back and look at Rich Kotite in 1995 and 1996 and what he said during his press conferences. This is the same nonsense. So, other than that, defensively, C.J. Mosley, you're watching him limp around the field. At what point do you say during this blowout loss, let me take him out? At what point do you do that? Why do you have him out there trotting around if he can't play? Yes, I understand. If you have to take him out, Brandon Copeland has to come in. So what? Save C.J. Mosley for at some point during the year. That's like running Le'Veon Bell, 33-0 in the fourth quarter. Why is Le'Veon Bell still in the game? You have these high-priced guys. At some point, you want to get some kind of return on your investment. You're not getting it when you're down by 33 points. Like, this is just stupid shit here. Like, this is game management, roster management. They're making bad decision after bad decision. Like, your three most valuable players, Darnold, Bell, and Mosley, you're misusing all of them in a blowout loss. To prove what? And you have no answers. There's nothing. This season is a total loss. There's nothing. And now you have to worry about Sam Darnold. The most important player in the team, you're worried about his regression. What a joke, man. I could not be more disappointed. Like, I really thought this was going to be a very competitive game where the Jets tried to sneak one out. And if it could go wrong, it did go wrong. Sam looked awful. Offensive line looked awful. The play calling was horrendous. The defense couldn't do anything until the second half. And it was too late then. Leonard Williams had a couple nice plays, but I'm not finding positives in this. There's nothing to find positive about. This is a joke. Like, how do you walk away from this with any kind of, like, glimmer of anything? Like, if you're a Jets fan, how would you want to pay a goddamn penny to go see this team play in person? Like, that's the only positive. Like, listen, you're saving us money because you know what? I'm not going to go to Washington now. I won't go down to Miami. I'm not going to MetLife Stadium. For what? To watch what? Another lost season. We're going to be talking draft in 2 weeks. There's nothing to look forward to. Now it's a matter who do you trade during a trade deadline? And it's got to be everybody. I mean, whatever you can get for Tremaine Johnson, if it even costs $10 million, get him out of here. I mean, now it's like, what do you do with this? This is a lost year, and yeah, we're about next year because you got to replace so many starters. You probably need 4 offensive linemen. You need a receiver. You need Chris Herndon coming back on tight end. That's good. You're going to need corners, 2 corners, a pass rusher finally because Tom Brady was sitting back there just picking his ass. And I mean, I can go on for hours with this. Even like that, with Tom Brady, his biggest thing was he used to get rid of the ball very quickly. He wasn't even doing that. He was sitting back in the pocket, just taking his time throwing the ball. So, what a disgrace. An absolute disgrace. This is miserable. This is, like, every little good feeling you've had from the Cowboys game is now completely shot. And now you have more questions than answers. Now you're a laughingstock of the NFL again because you this goddamn icy ghost thing. And you got blown out by the Patriots to the point where you're shooting like 50-0. Man, what a joke. This is as bad as it gets. Like I said, I've seen bad quarterback play. I've seen bad coaching. And this is up there. This is the worst. I mean, this is Geno Smith kind of stuff right here. This is Rich Kotite kind of stuff. This team is unprepared, makes no adjustments, plenty of excuses, plenty of high-priced players, and no goddamn results. So, I'm sorry for the cursing. I don't know what else to say. So, I'm not deleting nothing. I predicted a victory, and I got smacked right in the face with the same old Jets nonsense. And I should know better. I should know better not to buy into this off one win. That was their Super Bowl. Beating the Cowboys was their Super Bowl, and they acted like it tonight. They mailed in the first quarter. They acted like they were deserved something. And the Patriots put them right back to reality. You're a bad football team. Bad coaching, bad schemes, bad performance. Everything is bad. So, what are you going to do? We'll talk about it, I guess tonight at this point. It's Tuesday night, 8 o'clock. Let's talk Jets. Congratulations, Patriots. And Adam Gase, you suck.